ECEL CRCE conducted the idea competition in collaboration with IIC FRCRCE. Idea competition is a platform for students to present their innovative ideas and propose solutions, giving them a spirit and inspiration to start their entrepreneurial journey. A team of 3 to 4 members in front of a panel of judges presented their ideas, followed by a question and answer session. Each team was allotted 15 minutes for the presentations. Ideas are shortlisted for final presentation on the basis of novelty, technologies used, technical and financial feasibility, and market survey.
Hello everyone. Our project is to build an intrusion detecting system to detect DDoS attacks using bio-inspired algorithms. We are Shruti Shetty, Vanessa DeMello, Aaron Gomes, and Travis Vass. So, what is a DDoS attack? A distributed denial of service or DDoS attack is a malicious attempt to disrupt the normal traffic of a targeted server, service, or network by overwhelming the target or its surrounding infrastructure with a flood of internet traffic.
Proposed problem statement. To create and analyze network intrusion detection system to detect DDoS attacks using bio-inspired algorithms like whale optimization algorithm for feature selection and grasshopper optimization algorithm for detection of DDoS attacks. Whale optimization algorithm is a novel nature-inspired meta-heuristic optimization algorithm which mimics the social behavior of humpback whales. The algorithm is inspired by bubble net hunting strategy. Optimization results prove that the WA algorithm is very competitive compared to the state-of-the-art meta-heuristic algorithms as well as conventional methods.
Grasshopper optimization algorithm is a recent swarm-based intelligence algorithm inspired by the foraging and swamping behavior of grasshoppers in nature. The grasshopper algorithm has been successfully applied to solve various optimization problems in several domains and demonstrated its merits in literature. The result of the model will allow any cybersecurity infrastructure to detect DDoS attacks. This will in turn help cybersecurity companies to enlarge their cybersecurity infrastructure and help them in increasing and maintaining the security of any company.
The exhaust of every vehicle has toxic gases in it. Catalytic converter is a device which reduces toxicity and releases them into the air. Our topic for the project is National Fiber Based Catalytic Converter. Hello, my name is Advait and I am working on this idea with my teammates Sahil, Dheeraj and Vishal.
The traditional design have some flaws. Catalytic converters are effective in removing hydrocarbons and other harmful emissions, but they do not reduce the carbon dioxide produced when fossil fuels are burnt. Catalytic converters are very expensive to get or replace because of carbon dioxide is the product of reaction that takes place inside the catalytic converter. So it has increased atmosphere level of carbon dioxide.
A traditional catalytic converter is way too expensive due to the presence of platinum into it. So to come up with a catalytic converter which is relatively more cheaper, we have added natural fibers into a new model. It also has baffles so that the heat is transferred properly throughout the catalytic converter. And by allowing elements such as aluminium and nickel, we have made sure to come up with an element which has a relatively high melting point plus the oxygen and hydrogen absorption rate. This product makes sure to act efficiently just like the traditional catalytic converter, but in a way more cheaper price. With that said, I would like to call Vishal to carry on further.
When you study availability of elements inside the earth core, we find the platinum group metals are one of the extremely rare elements. In traditional catalytic converter, platinum group metals are used. What we have done, we have replaced these rare metals with inexpensive aluminum and nickel, which are the most common element found inside the earth's core. This will be reduce manufacturing cost of catalytic converter. There are no major changes in the outer shell design so that it can be fixed easily in the original designated position. Natural fiber which are placed inside the catalytic converter traps carbon particle inside it. It means that this product will help individual to reduce its carbon footprint. Thank you.
This is Crypto Estate and the team members are Yashaswini Chaudhary, Trupti Nilkar, Srishti Shah and Srinivas Murugan. The problem statement is the project mainly aims towards the security and prevention of any undesired manipulation of sensitive data related to real estate property. This is achieved by putting such data on blockchain to stop its manipulation because it is almost impossible to change blockchain. This can be established as a proof of concept for distributed ledger system and by developing a blockchain-based application with record of property as a use case.
So our project plan, the block diagram of our project plan is as follows. So we will be having three major actors: land seller, admin, and land buyer. The land seller will be uploading all the land credential into the blockchain. So he will be getting a hash value. The hash value will be encrypted using a private key, which will be acting as a digital signature, and it will be stored in an IPFS system. After that, the admin will be verifying all the land credentials and checking all the land details. After that, he will be uploading it to the blockchain. Now, when the land buyer wishes to buy a land, then he will be getting a public key from the landowner, and he will be decrypting the digital signature using the public key. If it comes true, then the transaction is proceeded. If it fails, then the transaction will be failed and it will be stopped. Next slide, please.
So the used programming languages, the languages we use to develop the front-end part, that is user interface, are HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, along with jQuery and Bootstrap. We have also used the Ethereum platform to develop a decentralized application. And for the backend part, we have used for the backend part, that is blockchain side, we have used the Solidity under Ethereum, which is used to develop the smart contracts, Web3.js, which is a library of JavaScript. Also, we have used different libraries of JavaScript, that is Crypto.js and SHA-256, which is used to generate the fixed hash value, and Elliptic for encryption and verification of digital signature. And we have used Potis for transaction. Next. Transaction wallet. In our system, for the purpose of transaction, we are using a Potis wallet. Potis is a cryptocurrency wallet which helps users to interact with smart contracts. Once the Potis SDK has been integrated into a DR, it lets users sign transactions and messages with their private key. Potis helps improving upon the shortcomings of more established Web 3.0 wallets like MetaMask. This is also an advantage of Potis. Thank you.
Suppose you're on a family vacation in a remote place. Suddenly one of your family members collapses. The person is unresponsive, unconscious, and isn't breathing. The first thing you would do is immediately call for an ambulance. However, in a remote location, the ambulance may never arrive on time. From your first aid classes, you remember that unconsciousness and no breathing is indicative of a cardiac arrest. You respond immediately by administering CPR to restore their heart rhythm and increase the chances of survival. Also, it's highly unlikely you would find an AED, also known as a shock machine, at such a remote location. Now let's just face the fact. Not all of us are medical experts, not all of us know how to administer CPR, and not all of us know how to operate an AED, or even know what an AED is honestly. Knowing that defibrillation, which is restoring the heart's normal rhythm, is time sensitive, how would you tackle such a situation?
What if there was a machine the size of smartphone, weighed as same as of the smartphone, which when connected to one could not only read vitals of the patient's heart, but also administrate life of a saving shock impulses to restore their heart rhythm, also known as defibrillate. We present you AED 2.0.
It's as simple as connecting your smartphone to AED 2.0 and placing the defibrillator pads on the victim's chest. The user simply has to follow the instructions, which will be shown on the smartphone app in the form of videos, pictures, and audio. The AED 2.0 will do the rest, right from analyzing the patient's heart's vital to delivering a shock if required.
The aim of AED 2.0 is to replace existing bulky and highly expensive AEDs. AED 2.0 not only promises increase in portability and ease of use at 1/10 of the price of its predecessors, but does so without any compromise in quality and safety.
Teachers face difficulty in mining student data like internships, courses, extracurriculars, interests, etc., which is required for various important purposes. Teachers have to personally conduct an analysis through various ways like Google Forms, spreadsheets, and ask students to enter their required data. Teachers also need other information like students' current academic performance, interest, strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. This whole process of data collection often is time consuming.
What if we had a central portal where all the data regarding internships, projects, academic performance, attendance, and other interests of the students are available for the teachers and the management at the tip of their fingers, where they can heuristically evaluate the students based on their overall growth. Well, this is where our product CAP comes into the picture.
CAP stands for Centralized Analysis Portal, which is a system that stores the data of students and generates reports with the help of analytics. This report can be used by the professors to mentor students at individual level. It is extremely helpful for the management and professors if they require student data like internships done, projects, etc. is stored on a single location. This is achieved by Centralized Analysis Portal.
With the help of CAP, teachers no longer need to request students time and again for the required data, and neither need to be overburdened by maintaining hundreds of forms and spreadsheets. CAP, being a software solution, is economical for colleges to use.
Hello everyone. Our project is edible plant recognition. So our team name is TechWiz and the team members are Austin Fernandez, Happy Cherian, Pratik Harde. So our project intends to solve a problem in the field of identification of plants, which are edible using image processing and machine learning. So the application of our project is to provide the verification for whether the plant is edible or not. There are many plants in the nature, but all are the same and hardly distinguished from each other. Sometimes they can be poisonous if consumed without any precautions, which can cause death or may have negative effects. So most of these problems can be prevented if the person has a good knowledge about the plants, but if it's not possible for a single person to have this much of vast knowledge all about the plants, so in this project we are addressing the above challenge. So in order to help people while camping, tracking, or in any field, so we have come up with this idea to make a website that will be free and easy to use for all people. So, our application is to develop a website that determine the following properties of the plant, that are identification of the plant, whether it's edible or not, or information of plants, so that we can quickly recognize a plant from a photo that anyone will take with their camera for a phone or a provided image. So, large plant database with advanced artificial intelligence plant recognition capabilities there are in our project. So, the objective and feasible point is to help any individual to identify the name of the plant so that he or she can use that plant for medical or eatable purposes without any hesitation. During some situations, humans have to rely on nature, like during camping, trekking, or in any field, in order to avoid eating inedible plants. They can use this website which we are making. Thank you.
A very good evening to one and all. Our team name is Innovation Geeks and our team members are 8884 Vaishnavi Marathe, 8901 Kaden Rodrigues and 8903 Joy Nirmal. Our topic is e-waste management system. Idea: to create a website for e-waste management which provides a platform for sellers and buyers to deal with their e-waste. Encourage and promote the development and progress of online e-waste collection system.
Abstract: online e-waste management system is used for the collection of the electronic waste material from the customer. The customer can define the details about which type of waste they have. The customer can get the money by giving the waste material. Online e-waste management system is for recycling it in the company. It is an online portal which acts as a connecting platform between sellers and buyers of e-waste.
Application: to provide anytime, any place service for the customer, to reuse electronic waste material by recycling or deploy, to decrease the electronic waste material from household. Feasibility: the project is feasible in terms of technical capability, budget, risk, operational feasibility, and time. Thank you.
Topic for our idea is edible cutlery. The idea is presented by Kaviraj Ishwaran and Abel David. Plastic waste and solid waste generation has increased significantly. Also, leaves falling from trees are burnt, which only increase pollution. These leaves can be molded into intricate patterns such as plates, bowls, spoons, etc. They are not only eco-friendly and sustainable, but also provide employment to rural sectors. They are highly nutritious and decompose easily. They are the healthiest alternative and are non-toxic and harmless. These leaves are collected, cleansed, processed, dried, and then grinded with water and honey. The pasty mixture then formed is mixed with little herbs in case it is needed. The paste is then formed to make intricate patterns. The patterns are then dried and transported to urban areas. This was the process of making an edible cutlery item. Supermarkets such as D-Mart, Big Bazaar are the target audience along with other e-commerce platforms such as Amazon and Flipkart. Street vendors selling pani puri, sandwich can use such cutlery to increase awareness. Popular restaurant chains can use edible straws, spoons, etc. And when we organize small birthday parties in our home, we can use edible cutlery. The cost per item is as mentioned, and the initial cost will be more because initial purchase will include grinder and food cover tins. Running cost includes electricity and parking cost. Maintenance cost only comes in the frame if the grinder does not function. Thank you so much.
A very warm welcome to all the viewers of this presentation. This is Janish Varaya, the leader of the team Spry Kaisers. We are going to introduce you to our project named the Technobin. The aim of the project is to make waste disposal easier and reducing human efforts towards the cleanliness of the environment with the help of machines. The Technobin is an automatic dustbin which is an object identifying and a path following bot. The design of the Technobin is as follows on your screen. Here the dustbin is following a black lined path which is tapered around the campus or the area. The Technobin consists of several motors and sensors through which we are being able to make it an automated machine. The simulation and the circuit diagram of the project is as follows. The working of this project is divided into 4 stages. In the initial stage, the path is set around the area or the campus around which the dustbin is set to move on the path and following it continuously until it is stopped. In the stage 2, the Technobin, if interrupted by an user who wants to throw her trash, then it will stop near them and let them throw their trash by automatically opening and remaining open until they leave. In the stage 3, the user leaves after his or trash is successfully disposed in the dustbin and the dustbin closes automatically after the user leaves. In the stage 4, the Technobin continues to move on its path after the user have disposed his trash successfully. The application of Technobin project is such as they can be used in public areas or private sectors such as company premises, college campuses and railway stations where it can be used in multiple units so that the user doesn't have to wait for a long time and it can be operated simultaneously at the same time. The feasibility of the project is that it is using very low cost tools which are easily available in the market and giving high benefits in return. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Srihari Yonkar and our team is Matrix. So our project is real-time sign language to text converter. So sign languages are basically the languages which are used by deaf and dumb people who can't be able to hear or speak to express their thoughts. It contains different types of hand signs. So basically there are 3 types of hand sign. The first is alphabet level hand sign, which every alphabet is represented by a particular hand sign. Then word level sign languages which contain a particular word can be expressed in a particular hand sign. Then expressive level sign language which can be expressed through expressions. Then our aim is to create a our aim is to create a model which can take a particular hand sign from camera, and they will represent their particular spelling alphabet. So here we can see for P sign they will represent P, then A sign then represent A, then T sign represent will be T. So our methodology is to take the dataset which contain different types of hand which showing different alphabets from different angle. Then we will feed to our model which will train our model according to their data sets, then which can be our then we will use in detecting the alphabet in real time. So our data set will contain these types of uh, hand photos, A for this, B for this, and C for, and there are this is the our data set which contain multiple hands and from hand models and from different angle. So our model will take these images, and for every input we will label it to a particular output. So this will be our feature and this will be our label. So we will first develop a convolutional neural network, then followed by a neural network. So we will train like this. Then for the uses, the project will you increase the interaction between the word and the deaf and dumb people, so there will be less gap between normal people and deaf and dumb people. So deaf and dumb people also will encourage to represent themselves in the society. So the second uses is the common people will also able to learn and practice sign language from this. They will this can be easily implemented in online classes, so deaf and dumb people are also be able to share their ideas with the class. So this is our project. Thank you.